Hey everyone, nerdygymbros here. We're going to talk about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That's right?
I think so.
Good. So, this is another game I'm really looking forward to. I think it's made by the people who made Dark Souls, is it not?
It's from software.
So, Dark Souls...
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're part of it, so I don't know if there's another group in it that helps make it.
But either way, when we played Dark Souls 2, I mean, I had a blast. I mean, it was the first Dark Souls game I ever played.
Didn't finish it.
Loser. So here we are now with...
I'm sorry, until you have beaten Metal Gear Revengeance twice, S-rank everything, and do all the VRs, and get every single star, then come talk to me. Plus all the DLCs and S-ranks.
He just had to go and throw that in my face. That's what I get for taunting. So Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Unbroken controllers.
We get it. So obviously it looks amazing. It looks a ton of fun. I really like the grapple thing he has going on.
Yeah.
I really like, I think it's a hat that turns into a shield.
Kind of had the same design as...
Yeah, like one of those old samurai hats type things.
Kind of point there, but...
Obviously. But I'm really excited about this. I mean, as if next year wasn't going to give me Ghost of Tsushima, From Software comes out with this. So, I mean, my samurai calendar is booked next year. I'm going to be just playing samurai games all next year.
It looks... Gameplay-wise, looks... Granted...
It's different. It's different from Dark Souls. Like, it has the similarities, but it's
like opening two doors into a thing.
It definitely, you can pick out the stuff like that's similar. But the gameplay to me, obviously you're still versing the big bosses and everything, so I mean it's the same concept and everything, but to me the gameplay is faster. It's more because you're using your grapple, like the one guy on the horse, you're using your grapple hook to sling up to him, you're using like some type of fireworks or something to get the horse to rear up and everything.
It's probably magic. I mean, Dark Souls had magic, so...
Well, I don't know what they're doing with the game, but either way, I mean, it looks like a ton of fun. It looks faster paced. Not that there's anything wrong with the slower pace, but to me, it looks like it's going to make you think faster. You're going to have to sit there and, all right, what do I do to face this boss?
And in Dark Souls 2,
I really hope you're facing a boss and there's going to be this tower just like over here somewhere. Some asshole archer is just going to and kill you.
With Dark Souls 2, the one thing that I had a problem, not with the game itself, is just that I didn't understand how to properly level up my character, what kind of class. I just kind of went...
Well, that was our first Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know either. I just kind of winged it. It worked, but I winged it.
Mine worked. The way that I did mine, too, worked as well when I did it, but...
I couldn't even tell you what my character even was anymore. It's been like 2 or 3 years.
But the differences in combat to me with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice in comparison to Dark Souls, I mean, it's still the whole probably learning the boss and other characters' movements and everything. I mean, granted, faster pace. It's probably still, trying to get your parries and all that kind of stuff when you're doing it.
You see him parrying in the video.
But at the same time, as much as I enjoyed Dark Souls 2, because I enjoyed it a lot even though I didn't finish it, but and I understand the concept of what Dark Souls is, where you're grinding to get souls and level up and all that stuff.
I always felt terrible when I got a bunch of souls and I slaughter a bunch of people and then get killed by this lonely grunt, and then I have to march my way through it again and be like, my souls!
But even though...
It's over 100,000!
Even though I understood what the concept that you're doing, or it took me a while to understand the concept of it, but once I understood it, it was fun and I was able to do it, but it got to a point where it was repetitive in it.
I agree.
Where with...
Obviously it's a concept, but I understand where you're coming from, because how I did it is I would do it, I'd do it until the point where they didn't respond anymore, and either I would, depending on how I did and everything, I would either take a break and just come back to it like a couple hours later or something, or I would just do it the next day, and that's how I did it. I broke it up so that way it wasn't this constant onslaught, because there's days like where I try to clear out 2 to 3, I'm going to refer to it as sectors at a time, and that was just head smashing.
But when I look at Sekiro Shadow Dice Twice's gameplay, it looks like there's more mechanics to it instead of just, okay, here. Granted, I'm not a master of Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2 specifically. So I don't know. There's probably things that I didn't realize that I could do that I didn't do when I played it. But it looks like there's like more stealth-based mechanics. Looks like there's more.
Right.
We have the grapple thing. Yeah.
I wonder because you see him going against the wall stealthily. So I wonder if you'll be able to get through the entire game without killing anyone. Like I said, obviously it may not even be the point, but I just wonder if it's one of those. Can you get through it, or maybe stealth kill every single character or boss or whatever the case may be? Because that would just be like a little interesting twist. I mean, it does not need to be there at all. Yeah. I was just wondering because obviously there is some sort of stealth mechanic in it.
Yeah, and I think there was stealth kills in at least Dark Souls 2, but I remember being able to sneak up on people and hit them. I just don't remember if I was any good at it, or if there was a stat for stealth that I just didn't upgrade. But it's like, it looks like there's a stealth and you have the grapple. It looks like the combat itself is faster paced. And to me, overall, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice looks like a funner version of Dark Souls. Granted, I haven't played Dark Souls 3 yet, so I don't know.
Right, we don't know how the combat is, we don't know how...
Yeah, I don't know how anything has changed, or if anything has changed, or anything with that. And Shadows
I actually think we can go through that together.
Yeah. And I think Shadows Die Twice is, it's made by the same people, has the same general concept.
Well, I mean, you look at,
didn't
they make Bloodborne?
Yes, I think so.
So, I mean, I think that, I haven't played Bloodborne yet, but from the different videos and stuff I saw with it, I mean, it was faster paced than Dark Souls 2. I mean, to me, I thought it was a lot faster, where Dark Souls 2 was to me, I thought it was
1% at a time sometimes.
Yeah, where it was slow, not methodical, but just strategic more or less, where you try to single them out, where Bloodborne, from what I saw of it, it looked like everything was coming at you at the same time. And even in Sekiro, from the trailer that we saw, to me it's a Bloodborne vibe.
Yeah. Overall, I think Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and this have a similar vibe of just kind of how you're attacking every single situation, or not like you're repeating the situations or anything, but it's just the general concept of here's a location with enemies in it, or a section of enemies, work your way through them or whatever. But to me, maybe it's just because it has to do with samurais, but Sekiro Shadows Die Twice looks like a far more interesting game. At least, the story itself from the little narration that we had in that trailer, it looks like sounds like it's going to be interesting. And I think the game itself looks beautiful, just graphically speaking.
I like the color in it, where Dark Souls 2 was so... It was
except
gray.
for the one place where your main was.
I almost called it the homestead, but that wasn't it.
That's not it.
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about, but everything else was so gray and dark and dreary, which fit the point. But I like how in Sekiro that it's very vibrant.
Yeah, they kind of have the samurai or classic samurai kind of thing going on with it, but with their Dark Souls kind of twist to it. And I think that it looks a lot more interesting. Maybe it's just because I do samurai that I feel more interested.
No, I agree with you completely.
But just in general, I think the game looks really good, and I think that I'll probably enjoy it more than Dark Souls just because it has to do with samurai in general. But I also think that the combat in it is going to be a lot funner. I think it's going to be more.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like when we played Dark Souls 2, how it was. Like you said, it was sometimes one at a time, or sometimes...
Yeah. Granted, like I said, I've never finished Dark Souls, just maybe further down from wherever I was, it got to that point where it's more fast-paced and everything.
I never had that problem, though. Like, to me, even... I remember there's a part, like I said, it's been years since I played it, there's a part with, these giant statues that would come at you sometimes 2-3 times at a time, and even then, I was still able to single them out.
Yeah. I remember that place. But I don't know. Like I said, I didn't beat Dark Souls 2, so I didn't get through the entire experience. I don't know how it ends up near the end. I don't know.
I don't even remember the ending.
Yeah, but well, I didn't get to see it, so I can't tell you what it is. So, but Sekiro specifically to me looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and to me a lot more fun than Dark Souls 2 at least was. Maybe Dark Souls 3 I'll be like, oh, this is so much better than Dark Souls 2, but I haven't played it yet, so I can't give that opinion until I play it.
But either way, I mean, Sekiro looks fantastic. So let us know down below in the comments if you're looking forward to Sekiro. I know I am. I mean, I think it's going to be a blast. You know, that's the whole point of making this video, is that I think it was going to be fun. And sometimes that opinion matters than anything else. So I think it's going to be fun.
More so than me doing Revengeance.
Definitely more than that. So make sure if you enjoyed the video, you headbutt the like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to listen to us talk more about video games. And make sure that you leave a comment down below and let us know what you want to hear us talk about next. So this is Nerdy Gym Bros, signing off.